everyone, and welcome back to Grace Crochets. For today's video, I will be teaching you all how to crochet a baby blanket. You will need scissors, a crochet hook, and yarn of your choice. I used Loops and Threads cream cotton yarn in the colors cream, light gray, and dusty mint. To give you an idea of how big mine is, that's the bottom, and here's the top. Those are the sides. To get started, you're going to chain in multiples of 4. For the baby blanket that I made, I chained 104, but if you want it bigger, that's totally fine. Just make sure it's always in multiples of 4. To begin on the first row, you're going to place a double crochet into the third chain from your hook. 1, 2, 3, right there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the second 2. Now this chain 2 over here is going to act as a double crochet. You just made another, so let's make one more into the next stitch. Insert your hook, so now you basically have 3 double crochets. Now you are going to chain 1, skip a chain down here, and place a double crochet into the next chain. Then you're going to place 2 more into the next 2 chains. There's my second. And my third. After I have my third double crochet, chain 1 again. And you are going to repeat that pattern. I'll do another part with you, so skip a chain down here, work into the next chain. There is 1 double crochet. Second double crochet. And my third. You're going to repeat that pattern for the entirety of your first row by crocheting 3 double crochets, chaining 1, skipping a chain down here, and continuing. So meet me back here once you have completed your first row. After you complete your first row, your work should look something like this. To continue on to the next row, chain 2, and turn your work. And that chain 2 is going to act as a double crochet. Basically, row 2 is just going to be a repeat of row 1, so wherever there is a double crochet, you're going to place a double crochet. Here's another. And then wherever there is a chain 1 space, chain 1. So like I said, it's basically just a repeat of row 1. So once you have row 2, go ahead and meet me back here. It is at this point during your second row that you will change colors if that's something that you wish to do. And I'll show you real quick how to get a seamless color transition. So you'll see I've almost completed my very last double crochet. I only have 2 more loops left on my hook. So I'm going to make a tail, take my next color. Instead of yarning over with this white, I'm going to yarn over with my next color by laying it over my hook like so. And then I'm going to tighten it, and that's it. And just continue on to row 3 as normal. So to continue on to row 3, you are going to chain 2, actually chain 3, sorry, 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. You can tie in your ends now. I typically wait until the end of my project. It's totally up to you. To work on row 3, you already have your chain 3. You're going to place a double crochet into the second chain or second stitch from your hook. So not this next one, but this one. Place one double crochet. And for the next stitch is where you start to get your icicle look. So you're going to yarn over and insert your hook into this space down here that was created by the chain 1 from the first row. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through. And when you're pulling through, make sure you pull up, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2. So it's basically just like a regular double crochet, except you're reaching all the way down here. For the next stitch, just place another double crochet into the next stitch, which will be a double crochet. And after you have your 3 double crochets again, chain 1, and repeat what you just did. So don't place a double crochet into this next stitch, place it into this one, and then for your next stitch, it's going to be a double crochet, but you're going to reach all the way down here. And then for your third, and remember, after your third double crochet, chain 1. And you're going to repeat that pattern for the entirety of row 3, and meet me back here when you are done. Also, at the end of row 3, you are going to finish off with a chain 1 and a double crochet at the very end. Now, row 4 is basically just going to be a repeat of row 2. You're going to start by chaining 3 and turning your work. And so wherever there is a double crochet, place a double crochet. There's 1, 2, and 3. There's a chain 1, and repeat that pattern for the entirety of row 4. You will end row 4 with a chain 1 and a double crochet, but you will notice that I've left 2 loops on my hook again for a seamless color transition. I'll show you guys how to do that again. So you will lay the yarn on your hook like so and just pull through the remaining loops. And then you will continue as normal. So to continue on to row 5, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work. You will notice that the space that you reach down into is going to be the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook into that space, pull through, and pull up. Then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. And then remember, place 1 more double crochet and chain 1. You're going to repeat that pattern again, skip a double crochet, work into the next one, and then reach down into this space and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and pull to the second 2. And like I said, it is basically just going to be a repeat of row 3, but on row 3 you ended with a chain 1 and a double crochet. You are not going to finish with that for this next row because everything shifted over a little bit. So you're just going to end with a regular double crochet. After row 5, your work should look something like this, and my last double crochet was placed into the chain 3 area from the previous row. So let's continue on to row 6, and row 6 is just going to be a repeat of row 2 or row 4, so you are going to chain 2 and turn your work, and again wherever there is a double crochet, place a double crochet, and wherever there is a chain 1, chain 1. So go ahead and finish row 6 and meet me back here. Your next rows, rows 7 and 8, are just going to be an exact repeat of rows 3 and 4. So go ahead and do your color change and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. Remember, you're going to skip a stitch, work into the next double crochet by placing a double crochet. Remember, insert your hook way down there and place another double crochet. So meet me back here once you have completed rows 7 and 8. Remember, it's just a repeat of row 3 and then a repeat of row 4. So this is what your project should look like after rows 7 and 8. And rows 9 and 10 are just going to be a repeat of rows 5 and 6. And so forth. You can make your baby blanket as long as you want. I made mine 70 rows, but it's totally up to you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you have any questions or if I was unclear about something. But again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.